It's the girl, Lady J, back with the bullshit. Don't forget to like, comment, share, subscribe, and keep it cute in them comments, baby. Do you hear me? Hey, y'all. Welcome back to my channel, Southern Tea. It's the girl, Lady J, back bringing you, my commentary, mainly as it pertains to the female rap girlies, but, urban news. So before I get into this video, go ahead and hit that thumbs up, comment, share, and baby, you already here. So, you might as well subscribe to the channel. So let's go ahead and get into these little topics I want to get my little 2 cents on. So the first topic I want to get into is Leray, because she dropped 2 songs. So she dropped one song on Thursday and she dropped the other one on Friday. So the one she dropped Thursday is called Bops, and the other one that she had dropped Friday, which I think is going to be the main one that she gets to be, going to be pushing, is called My Body. But I'm going to get into Bops first. Okay. So, I think Bops was a bop. Okay. And I'm not mad at it. And if it's one thing I think Koi knows how to do is make a bop, okay? And what I mean by that is there was nothing lyrically great or genius about this song whatsoever. I mean, her bars were very basic, very mid, very simple. I mean, she was rhyming rocks with hopscotch. So, I mean, nothing over the top. It wasn't Metaphor Heaven or anything like that. But overall, it was a cute song. Holistically, it was a bop. I mean, the beat, plus her cadence and delivery and those little voice inflections that she knows how to do and whatnot. All of those elements came together to make it a cute little song. Okay, gotta swallow a real pill. Lyrically, like I said, it wasn't that great, but because of the beat, the delivery, the cadence, and the flow all coming together the way it did, I low key feel like it was a bop. Okay, and I kind of feel Ice Spice got the same thing going on about her as well. But that's another tangent. Okay, so I feel like all you really need, these days, the right elements, or anyway, period, throughout whatever generation you're talking about, I feel like all you have to do to have the right, good song or a good, little bop on your hands is just to have the right elements, the right elements working for you. And I think Koi has found what works for her. Like I said, nothing lyrically great about the song at all, very basic lyrics, but the beat mixed with the way she's carrying the song, her cadence, delivery, and all that, it made it digestible for me, so I can fuck with it. I don't know if I'll be playing this heavy in rotation personally in my playlist, but if it comes on, I'm not going to switch it because I think it's a cute little bop. Now, she did mention something I thought was interesting when I looked up the lyrics in her second verse, which was super short, by the way. Okay. So she said, I'll pull up, the show stops, they eyeing like Cyclops, and these bitches mad, they blame it on TikTok, and these bitches mad, I got all these big bops. Okay. And I want to highlight that because there has been a lot of talk about Koi only being a TikTok artist. And the main, the first person I think who brought a lot of attention to that conversation was a couple of years ago, like 2 years ago, when Nicki and CN Green was like, this ain't no TikTok shit and whatnot, and was like, they basically need to stick to dancing. Okay. So, I think after she said that in CN Green, a lot of people wanted to start to have this conversation around Koi being a TikTok artist. Okay. And I feel like Megan and Doja, all of them should have been, talked about at the same time. It was relevant for them. It could have applied to them as well because, they were, had songs, that was getting, blown up from TikTok. Okay. So a lot of TikTok bops at the time. Okay. So, ever since then, I feel like a lot of rappers, especially the female rap girls, have gotten real vocal about talent versus TikTok artists. Y'all remember after Nicki and Koi did Blick Blick last year, Baby Tate and Erica Banks felt the need to come out and basically say that Nicki don't work with talented artists and that she basically works with TikTok artists, which, to me isn't really true. Anyway, even though Koi does make TikTok bops, but anyway, it seems to me, though, that Koi is like, these bitches is blaming my success on TikTok. Okay, well, how about I drop another TikTok bop on y'all hating asses? So I don't think the line was for Nicki per se, but I think that was more so toward the girlies and the general public who have something to say about, her songs getting popular from TikTok. I feel like that was a little slight or, a little kind of shade to them. So yeah, let me know what you thought about the song if you got a chance to hear. Like I said, I do not think this song was bad. I think it was a cute little bop. Like I said, I'm not going to be playing it heavy in rotation, but I won't switch it, per se if the song comes on. So let me know your thoughts on it below. Now, getting into Leray's other song, she dropped, it's called My Body. Okay, so she dropped that Friday. So let me know if you heard it, what you think about it. Now, I told y'all when she previewed this song about a week or two ago, I told you based off the snippet alone, it was like only like 7, 8, 9, 10 seconds. But I thought it sounded like it could be another one for Koi. It sounded like she could have another hit on her hands because Players, regardless of how you feel about it or not, if you like it or not, regardless of how you feel, Players is a hit song for Koi. It went top 20, it went top 10, it's still in the top 20 right now. So, I mean, it's been stable and been on the charts for like 3 to 4 months at this point. So, regardless of how you feel about it, it is a hit in Koi's books. It's a hit for her. Now, when I heard this snippet, My Body, I said, it felt like she can have another one on her hands. I'm not going to lie to you. But, you know, I feel like you could go maybe top 20, okay? Just like with Players, I said the same thing, even when it was sitting at like number 60 on the charts. But I just, as much as I was hearing it and then as much as I was seeing it on TikTok, I just knew it was just going, you know. And then she was just doing all these remixes and whatnot. So a lot of y'all were like, oh, no, that song, you know, is not going to do like that. But, you know, like I said, it was doing its thing, making its rounds. And eventually it did its thing. It peaked at number, 9, I think. So, I mean, really, you have no choice but for this song. Personally, though, you really have no choice but for this song to kind of do something, like do well, because she's sampling a song that was already a hit back in its time. So, you know, I just feel like she could possibly have another one. Now, how I personally feel about the song My Body after hearing it in full, I think it was a cute song. However, after hearing the snippet and then hearing the song in full, the snippet kind of did supersede my expectations after hearing, you know, the whole thing. And it's not that I think it's a trash song. I think, you know, it's catchy. If you listen to it a couple of times, it's catchy. I ain't gonna hold you. But it's not my favorite Koi song. But I think it's catchy. I don't think it's trash. You know, if you want to talk about some Koi records, I'm fucking with, like, we can talk about Clingy. We can talk about Hard in the Coffin. We can talk about Blick Blick. We can talk about Ay Ay Ay. We can talk about Overthinking. I've said before, time and time again, Coi Leray's debut album she dropped last year was far from trash. Okay, we got swallow a real pill. That album was not trash if you gave it an honest listen. In fact, between her and Flo Milli, I feel like they both had the most slept on albums last year when you're talking about female rap girlies, okay, from those who dropped an album. Anyway, though, back on subject, the song My Body is catchy, so I think she dropped this one on like Friday. Yeah, she dropped it Friday because, yeah, I feel like her label plans on pushing this one as the next single as opposed to Bops, even though I feel like Bops was a bop. But, you know, they're smart to do so because between Bops and My Body is definitely more, you know, a single sounding song to push, you know, more radio friendly. I can see Bops maybe doing something on TikTok. However, I think My Body is the one they're going to try to push, which is why I feel like she got into that whole public debacle with Latto or whatever you want to call that PR ass shit that happened last week. Because I feel like, you know, they're going to want to market everything about Koi and her body for this song. They're going to market her body to this song, you know, which is why she jumped, you know, out loud, talking about her body up on Twitter, talking about, you know, shit, a bitch trying to talk about her body and shit. So, you know, she's trying to promote and market this body record, which is why she's been posting a lot of pictures of her petite little cute body. So I definitely feel like this is the one they're going to try to push as her next single because Players, you know, I don't think she should carry that into the summer. I think it's done ran its course. I think it's did a good job, and it's time to move on to the next song. Okay, I done already said she should come with another song by this summer, and she came with 2. So, you know, I definitely think both of them are cute, catchy songs, but if I had to pick between the 2, I would pick Bops, personally. However, I understand why they would be pushing My Body as an official single, so I definitely think Koi is going to have a nice summer, and I'm pretty sure we will be getting another album by the time the year ends, which I personally wouldn't be mad at, okay? I'd actually be here for that. Like I said, I do not think Trendsetters was a trash album. I will go on record and say that, okay? I think it was actually a good body of work. My only issue, though, is I felt like it had way too many features to be a freshman debut album. But, you know, I would be here for another Koi project, even if it was just a little EP, because she do know how to make cute, catchy bops. Nothing lyrical at all, but the vibe, it'd be cute. So let me know your thoughts about it below. But also, speaking of Koi, I want to add in this. So I seen it earlier on my timeline. Coi Leray is performing at something called the Water Festival, or something in the Water Festival, excuse me, you know. And since, you know, she stayed booked and busy, you know, dropping bobs, performing them, of course. And she performed, you know, these 2 new songs, My Body and Bops. She performed it at this festival. But before she performed the My Body record, she had said this.
People talk shit every fucking day. Every day it's a hate on my dick. A new bitch got my name in her mouth. Somebody got something weird But the best thing that got me here is my team, and of course, number one, God. And you can't do.
And I thought this was very interesting. So let me know what you thinking. Now I'm thinking, girl, didn't you just gone on the Twitters and say it's all love and thank Latto Frappuccino for the compliment or whatnot? Okay, that was literally a week ago, and now you changing your tune, baby. Because what are the chances she says she want to fight and goes off on Latto for talking about her body and a new record, put it on the flow, and then a week later she performing her song My Body, talking about it's people always got something to say, it's a new hater on her dick every day, and a new bitch having her name in her mouth, and somebody always having something weird to say. So it's just so far fetched for people who's really tapped in to believe this ain't no shade to Latto. Okay, Latto literally name dropped Koi in her song, and Koi just said at this festival, a new bitch stayed with her name in their mouth. Okay, so like I said, the whole situation last week was giving PR. Yeah, I really think Koi may have felt some type of way, but she did use that situation in that moment to capitalize. Okay, she's using her marketing tactics for this. She's taking advantage of the situation to promote her My Body record. Okay, honestly, that's how I feel, because what Latto said wasn't that deep to me. I mean, the bar was weak as hell. It made no sense anyway. So I really feel like Koi just did the most with it to have this moment and to keep having moments like this where she can say bitches like, you know, her peers be hating on her and her body and her success and blase, blase. Okay, so let me know how you feeling below. But real quick, before I move into my next topic, real quick, I want to address, Koi posted this photo the other day, and she was posted up in this like, 70s dirty magazine type shit themed like cover to me. It was like some type shit you would see in the 70s dirty magazine or whatever, or 60s, whatever. Okay, with a cigarette in her mouth and shit, a towel over her oochie woochie coochie, and a cancer stick in her mouth with her nipples out. Okay, this girl got over 1 million likes on this post. Granted, probably the most likes she has gotten, okay, on her Instagrams. But I just thought this was very cheap of Koi Leray, okay? And I just wanted to let that be known. Granted, I thought she looked beautiful in a photo, in a face. She's a beautiful girl. I didn't think the flashing of the people, you know, to show her, you know, gumdrops was the best look, personally. Koi she's on her organic come up era, and she's getting more notoriety by the day. And I don't think she needs to resort to this to continue to see, you know, her success and to get fans and to sell records and make bops. I don't think she needs to resort to this to continue to do that. I thought it was completely not needed. But, you know, it's her body. She can do what the fuck she want. But, I mean, you know, I guess it's whatever to push this body record. So let me know your thoughts on it below. The next topic I want to get into is Lola Brooke, because she also dropped a new song yesterday called This or That. No, excuse me. That's the song she you know, sampled. The song she dropped is called Just Relax, but it is a sample from Black Sheep's classic song This or That. You know, you could get with this or you could get with that or you could get with it. Yeah, that song. So I don't have an issue, you know, with the sampling of the songs, as long as the sampling is done right. And I feel like this was done right. However, I do think we are in a time where we are just going to have to get used to seeing a lot more sampling, because what I'm starting to notice, and it really doesn't apply to the older artists as much, because, you know, they're just doing what, you know, is the wave at the time, because they already kind of solidified. So this more so applies to the newer girlies and the newer generation of artists. So what I have been noticing is a lot of the use of, you know, of samples. And I'm not mad at using samples, because, you know, that's nothing new in the music industry. Even back in the 90s and in the 80s, they were sampling older songs from the 70s and the 60s. So I'm not mad at samples, okay? They've been a thing in music, and they're always going to be a thing. They're not going to go away, and I'm not mad at it, okay? You know, a lot of people's songs have been revived because of sampling. And you know, a lot of new artists are getting put on when they do sample and, you know, putting their own little twist on it, especially for the newer generation. And it puts people, you know, onto the original song. So I'm not mad at the sampling. However, my thing is, I feel like a lot of these girls use sampling as a crutch. Okay, let's keep it a real pill, because they have a hard time producing or bringing forth quality work or bringing forth their own original hit without using a sample, in my opinion. I feel like personally it's easier to get a song to do something or to do well on the charts. It's easier to get a song that's, you know, to do better that's a sample than to, you know, one that's an original, in my most humble opinion. I just think these artists, and their labels, I'm just thinking from their point of view. I feel like they think it's easier to, get on the charts when you're sampling a song that's already a hit. Because it's already a hit. All you got to do is put your own little spin on it, and people either they like it or they don't. So I think it's easier for them to chart when they, sample, okay, instead of putting out their original songs. So I feel like, it's just not as easy for them to chart. And, I feel like, I know like artists like Nicki and Beyonce and Rihanna, J. Cole, Kendrick, all of them have sampled, but all of them are already solidified in their career. They've already had original songs that were already hits, on top of samples. So, I mean, this is not really more so for them. It's a lot, more so towards these newer artists, I feel like, because we're seeing more and more samples. Even with Leray, as much as I feel like she makes bops, a lot of her bops do be samples, okay? Gotta swallow a real pill. She one of them too. So, nothing wrong with sampling, like I say, when it's done right. But I just kind of feel like at the same time, while it is good to sample, a lot of times people be kind of using it as a crutch, okay? I'm not gonna lie. But as far as it pertains to Lola Brooke, I like the song. I think she did, a good job with the song. So I'm not mad at it. I think she's a talented girl. I know she's not everybody's cup of tea, but this song was digestible, and mostly because it was a classic sample, okay? Had it not been a sample, I don't know if I could have said that, okay? Because a lot of Lola Brooke original songs ain't always my cup of tea. It's either a hit or miss for me personally, but I did like this song. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on it below. So the next topic I want to get into is Doja Cat, aka Trolling Cat, because, we all know the girl of the troll, especially these days. But anyway, I want to get into her for a few reasons. For one, she announced her 4th album is coming very soon. And, she's been trolling about it, talking about it's going to be punk. Then she said it was going to be pop. Then she said it was going to be really her rapping for real. And, so she's been going back and forth about the name, saying it's going to be Hellmouth and whatnot. So she's just been really trolling about this album. And so, yeah, she said it's coming out soon. And then here you got Ebro coming out to say that, he heard some of the album already and that she is, really rapping. So check out what Ebro had to say.
I heard 8 Doja Cat rap records.
Since the last time we talked about this, a few days ago, did she hit you up?
I talk to her people every now and then just to check in on, I do with all artists. Hey, what's going on? When's the album coming out? Whatever. But yeah, no, I heard actual bars, spitting bars, Doja Cat records.
And what's your assessment from this private listening session?
I was pleasantly surprised.
Producers?
I don't know who the producers are. How about this? I don't even think it's producers that we know.
Right.
I think she's got her own batch of producers that she's using.
What kind of beats?
Musically,
what kind of beats? Like boom bap? Like
it's leaning rap. It's leaning very, it don't sound like she's trying to make trap records. Mm-hmm. She's not trying to make drill records. Mm-hmm. It don't sound like no records that have any of the rappers who are out right now.
Like other than elements of today's rap game.
It's elements of today's rap game.
No,
There's
I'm just saying
like
the people that are out, like the NBA Youngboys or the
she ain't going in that way.
Okay.
It ain't feeling like that at all.
Okay,
but she's covering topics. I don't want to spoil it. I want everybody else.
Any collaborations?
Not as of yet that have been confirmed. So it's in the early. I heard it in the early stages.
Okay. So you heard just songs, or this is an album? Like, are we getting a rap album from Doja Cat? Because we were speculating about that.
I don't know everything that's going to end up on the album.
But what
I'm just
you
letting
heard,
you know, I heard straight rap records.
Okay.
Amazing.
And she's getting to it. And she's not shying away from certain topics. And she's rapping.
Listen,
she's
I had a lot of doubters in my comments about Doja.
Oh, no. As they should.
So I'm glad you said this.
She's going to give people some problems.
I'm glad you said that.
That rap for a living.
Yeah.
They're going to be like, damn.
So let me know your thoughts on it below. Now, if you really don't know who Ebro is, I think he is one of the other hosts on Drink Champs with Noriega. And I know he also got some type of pull over at Apple Music. Okay, but anyways, I kind of found it interesting that he is putting such heavy emphasis on what he said about, Doja giving people problems who really rap for a living. First of all, baby, who you talking about? Okay, I kind of think that's a little bit shady because don't all rappers rap for a living? Okay, unless he talking about, the ones who can't really rap like that. It's not really talented for real. So maybe he talking about that. So He said she might give some rappers who really rap for a living a problem. She might be a problem for them because, she can, sing, dance, and, all that type of stuff. So now a lot of people feel like, Doja Cat isn't, she isn't the best rapper per se. And in my most humble opinion, not everything what she be rapping really be making sense like that, if you ask me. But it be a vibe, it be cute, and I'd be here for it. Okay. So like I said before, as much as I think Doja Cat is talented, I do not think she can even hold a candle when it comes to the lyrical ability of rap as it pertains to, like, if you comparing her to that of Nicki Minaj. I don't think can't even be in the same caliber. I don't think Nicki is in the same caliber with any of these female rap girls, if you ask me. So, I honestly just feel like, and I'm not trying to just dry as compare. I feel like Nicki Minaj is the standard when you're talking about female rap. I'm just trying to pinpoint that. However, I'm not trying to pinpoint nobody against each other. I'm just saying it is what it is. Lyrically, ain't nobody touching Nicki, in my most humble opinion. Even though I feel like there's a lot of good female rappers, like even Megan Thee Stallion, for instance, I don't even think she comes close. So I don't think none of them do. So even if what Ebro said holds weight to some people, I feel like he is kind of setting the bar, and he's kind of setting those expectations high. So yeah, Doja Cat might, she might come close, but I still don't even see it. But I'm excited for the album. I'm excited for the new music. I'm interested to hear this album, especially after Ebro done hyped it up like this. He done been hyping it up, and then you got Doja Cat saying, it's coming, and she really rapping. So I don't want to have to, the Doja Cat might have to check them if, people saying it's a mid. I'm just saying, okay, because you up here setting all these high expectations for this girl's album, talking about you done heard it and she really rapping like that and she gonna make people nervous, okay? So I'm just saying, as long as she not being too fucking weird and demonic, I'm always here for a Doja Cat album. So let me know your thoughts on it below. Now, speaking of Doja Cat, she did let it be known in a recent interview that her album is all wrapped up. It's a done deal. It's completed. It's finished. Finito. Okay. And she will be releasing it soon. So she said, what else do I have going on right now? I'm working on my album right now. I don't have an album title. We're working on that right now. It's done. It's basically done. I think I just have a few sessions here. I have 2 or 3 that I'm going to be going and adding some stuff or taking some things out. It's really basically finished. And so I'm really excited about that because it's something very different than what I've been doing forever. So let me know your thoughts on it below. I mean, like I said before, I'm very much here for Rap Doja. I loved Rules. I loved Vegas personally. So I don't mind a rap album from Doja Cat, and I'm here for it. My thing is, though, I don't know how this is going to go over well with Pop Doja fans, because a lot of her fans have gravitated to Pop Doja Cat and quite honestly haven't even really been exposed to just pure rap Doja. I mean, you have to think about her demographic, and I don't think a lot of her pop fans, since she is considered by many a pop artist, I just don't think many of her pop fans are going to be thrilled with this album if it is really, her rapping for real like that. Unlike with Planet Her and Hot Pink and Amala, where those were more poppy. Because though Doja was rapping on some songs, she primarily is singing, and then she usually raps like one verse, like she be her own goddamn feature bitch. So, even Nicki, had to, and even still, she deals with some fans not always supporting her records like Red Ruby the Sleaze per se, because she really rapping on records like that, whereas Super Freaky Girl is more pop. And that's what a lot of pop Nicki fans prefer, even though I personally think if you fucking with a rapper, I don't get why you not liking or supporting their rapping records. It's beyond me. But anyway, I'm here for the 4th album, especially if she rapping the way she claim and the way Ebro claiming. They said some highest expectations if you ask me, so I will be on standby waiting for this project. But I was a fan of all her past projects before, so I already have high expectations. Anyway, let me know how you're feeling about a Doja album below. Now, interestingly enough, Doja is also about to start to be, racking up more brand deals. She recently attended the Times 100 gala recently, because, they listed her as one of the 100 most influential people for whatever their own reasons is, because, bitch, I don't know. And for one, she looked beautiful. And for two, come to find out, her outfit was a custom designed dress made from deconstructed, Skechers Uno fashion sneakers, bitch, okay? Which is super cute shoes, by the way, super cute. So she was also wearing custom Skechers Uno sneakers. And she revealed that she actually has a partnership with Skechers and that she is their first artist in residence. That being, she has creative control and input on design and marketing of these Skechers Uno tennis shoes, because she did say they have allowed her to unleash her creativity. So congratulations to Doja Cat. This is a good look. And a lot of women, especially considering the type of consumer Skechers caters to in their audience, this will be a lucrative deal, I feel like, in partnership. And she has creative control on top of that, which to me clearly shows, because Friday, her commercial for the Skechers Uno sneakers came out, and it was lit. I thought it was fire. I'm not going to lie to you. That commercial went hard. Okay, so, it made me kind of go online and look up how much them sneakers is. Okay, baby, do you hear me? But anyway, you can definitely tell Doja Cat had 90% say so over that whole commercial. The whole commercial concept alone was just so Doja. She was battling herself in an anime themed style and these vibrant, pink and green neon colors. So I thought it was a really good concept and overall really good commercial. I think this is a good move and a good look for Doja Cat. So she is clearly out here in her bag and winning and being weird in peace. So let me know your thoughts on it below. So the next topic that I want to get into is Asian Doll, because she recently announced that she has signed yet another record deal for the 11th time. Okay. So she said, y'all, I'm signing this week. Dolls, we fucking did it. I'm crying as I type. We are no longer alone on this journey. I have millions of dollars behind me now, a huge team. I'm the face of the company. I love y'all so much. I can finally be more and do more. I'm so happy, bro. Just signed to a billionaire. I'm gonna need a couple of days to myself. This is huge for me. Girl, shut the fuck up. Shut the entire fuck up. Okay, let me know how y'all feel about it below. But I'm feeling like, girl, shut up. Okay, shut up. I'm going to need Asian Doll, Asian Brat, to be happy off the internet. Okay, that's what I'm going to need for her to do. Clearly, something never goes right when she signs these deals, because she stays signing a new one every year. And I literally mean every year. And you see no real progression in her career. She announced she signed a record deal back in 2021. Then she was independent. Then she signed another one last year. Then she was independent. Word on the street was like, girl, and now here you is signing another deal. What's going on? Are you not finishing out your contracts? Are you getting dropped? Like, what the fuck is going on, baby? And this is why I'm gonna need you not to announce the shit like this, because now I got questions. She said she was going to sign. I really hope she didn't. Okay, I hope shit ain't pan out. I hope she was running late to the meeting. Okay, because baby, I feel like she need to stay independent, because I feel like she personally would continue to make more money if she was independent and continue to be independent instead of signing to a label that's just going to shelve her and not push her. Okay. They're going to suck her dry, in my most humble opinion. They're going to pay for the music videos and the makeup and the hair and the crib and whatever else. But baby, at the end of the day, you're going to have to pay all of that back and then some on top of them, you dealing with them not really trying to push you like that. Okay. And we just got to look at the facts and swallow real pill. These labels is colorist as fuck unless you got a hit on your hands, or you can benefit them in some type of way. And what is Asian really going to offer them right now? Okay. I think Asian is very talented. Don't get me wrong. But I don't think she needs to be signing new shitty ass deals every year either. That's ridiculous. Just stay independent, sis, and keep doing your thing until something solid come through, baby. Do you hear me? Now, like I said, I feel like she should have kept this off the internet, because it's only going to open up the door for some curiosity, or let alone some questions, because like I say, the girl announced a new record deal literally every year. So the blog FemC Talk on Twitter, shout out to her, by the way, she had quoted Asian's tweet with, the curious or the thinking or interested emojis. So she didn't even say no words, baby, but Asian Doll felt some type of way, and she fired off and said this: ready to hate? Because I got facts and will make all you hating bitches look dumb. Try it. So then FemC Talk, she came back and said, why are you so aggressive if you just got such a huge blessing? We are never haters over here, beloved. Come with the heat and we will support you, but simmer down. And Asian Doll responded back and said, I stay with the heat, and now I have a team that's going to heat this motherfucker. Say congratulations, or, say some, what the fuck she said? Or she said, say congratulations, or quit looking confused, whatever the fuck. She don't be making sense. So FemC Talk come back and said, girl, you do entirely too much. That emoji is clearly used as being interested in what you have coming, baby. Simmer down. You all angry for nothing at all, and this is your downfall. Take care, love. And then Asia gonna come back and say, we will see, downfall. I know that's what y'all want, but it's not that no more. Find something new to say. And again, I'm gonna say, Asian, shut the fuck up. You doing a whole lot to get so little back in return, baby. Like, this was unnecessary. This did not garner the need for all of that. Everybody know that emoji means thinking or interested. Okay, elaborate more, if you will. Like, curious about some shit at the most. That's not meaning confused. That's not the confused emoji. I just think Asian Doll is triggered because she is insecure about her decision-making skills as it pertains to her music, her business, because clearly they have not been the greatest thus far in regards to her record deals that she's been needing to sign a new deal every year. Okay, she was with Gucci at one point in time and he was doing her dirty, and now he over there doing Enchanting the same exact way he was doing Asian. Even though I find, just like Asian Doll, I find Enchanting to be very talented, but she ain't gonna get too far either as long as she up under that nigga, which is why I figured Asian left. But it's like she left to just keep making the same, dumbass choices. So I think she should continue to stay independent, because I feel like Asian had a solid amount of supporters that, really seems to be fucking with her music. But as far as all this rah-rah shit on Twitter with MC Talk, that was unnecessary as hell. Like, I say that's just an insecurity within herself, and not speaking to her inner feelings and thoughts, if anything. But hopefully this is a solid deal for Asian. So let me know your thoughts on it below. Now, another topic I want to get into is Sweetie, because she performed at the FIBA World Basketball Cup. So she performed her popular songs like Back to the Streets and Tap In, along with others. And I think she did a great job, honestly. I think it's, big time improvement. I know I'm usually hard on Sweetie, but I mean, if the girl be putting out trash, then I'm just going to call it. But I've always liked Sweetie, even though I felt like she'd been putting out mediocre ass music the past year or two. I always liked her as a social media personality, as a businesswoman. I've always thought she was good at marketing, and she is very likable. I just think a lot of the music be amiss for me. But I mean, she has improved her performing skills tremendously based off of this little performance. And I remember back when she used to perform like Ice Spice not too long ago, but you can clearly see the growth and not only her performance skills, but her overall stage presence. She commands the stage so much better. And most of all, she seems much more comfortable and in her lane. Now, she needs the music to hit, and sis will be straight, okay? She needs to go ahead and hit up Latto for her ghostwriter when she, matter of fact, you know what she needed to do? She need to go hit up the nigga who wrote Big Energy and originally had it for Cardi but gave it to Latto, or, Latto took it, per se. And she can link up with him, and maybe he can be a consistent writer for her or something, okay? Or somebody can be a consistent writer for her, because she can literally, work and try to push her pen more, or she can just get a really good ass writer. But if she gonna want to push her pen more and become more lyrical, she gonna really got to put in that work, okay? If she want to rap for real and really write her own shit, she gonna really need to hone in on her craft and work ethic for real, because baby, it's very subpar, very mediocre. She needs to get inspired or something, because the music ain't been it. Especially that EP she put out in November. That was a hot ass mess. So hopefully this is the year she will be putting out pretty bitch music, because it's been like 5 years since it's supposed to have been come out originally. And I just know at this point she cannot have not one original song she intended to put on that album, because it's been 5 years since it's supposed to come out. We don't need an album in 2023 sounding like it was supposed to come out back in 2018. That would be a huge L for Miss Sweetie. Okay, so she literally had to be re-recording new music, and she has to have been working. But when she do put it out, if she gonna be performing like this, I definitely think she can do a little mini tour for promo, the Pretty Bitch tour or the Pretty Bitch music tour. Maybe she can take Lola Brooke and Ice Spice or something like that and have a cute little time. So yeah, let me know your thoughts on it below. Now, the next topic that I want to get into is Cardi B, because, every 6 to 7 months, the same dead-ass debate comes around about Cardi B being a black woman or not. Because recently a blog by the name of Buzzing Pop posted that Rihanna and Cardi are the only black female artists to have, multiple songs to be certified diamond. And while it is true, Cardi is a female artist who has had multiple records go diamond, and congrats to her for that, she is not a black woman. And whoever wrote this caption is either dense as fuck or trying to stir the goddamn pot and get a conversation started around this girl. So, another Twitter user quoted the tweet, and their response went viral with like 100K likes because, they said they only see one black woman in a photo. And baby, where's the lie? I refuse to keep telling you slow hoes the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality. Stay stuck on slow, okay? having some Trini background don't equate having a nigga background, baby. Do you hear me? Okay? Because if you knew the difference between race, ethnicity, and nationality, or, you know, you would know that Trini or Trinidadian, excuse me if I mispronounced that, but being Trini is a nationality. It's not an ethnicity or a particular race. Okay, just like being American, you can be Trini and be of any race because it's not a nationality. And if y'all are so gun-ho on Cardi being black and making history, well then, by God, she is making history by being the first black woman to not have any biological black parents, okay? She may be multi-ethnic, given, and has two nationalities as backgrounds, maybe even got a black ancestor somewhere down the line. But bitch, keep it a buck, we all do, because Africa is the motherland. But this is not a monoracial black woman. Hell, this is not even a biracial black woman. So can we dead this conversation? She even admitted years ago on Vlad that she isn't black. She dates men outside her race and how she like African American men. So, I mean, it is what it is. Okay. Y'all continue to let her say nigga and get away with anything else on this spinning rock with no accountability. So, I mean, it is what it is. And quite frankly, I'm tired of this weak ass argument because there is no argument to be had. I think people like her fans will continue to be delusional and she will continue to say nigga and continue to benefit off the black community and pander to y'all face and not give a fuck. Okay. She will continue to remain unhinged and everyone give her a pass for it, and she has nothing to worry about as far as being accountable. So yeah, let me know what y'all think about it below though. Now, speaking of Cardi B though, she recently announced her Walmart partnership. So she teaming up with Walmart. Okay, I mean, girl, that's cute. Okay, but you know, what are you doing? Like for real, what are you doing? Like, girl, where is your music? Didn't you and your team put it out last year? Your album was coming in early 2023. Well, bitch, it's the second quarter. It's May. And there hasn't been a single or anything, baby. Like, crickets. If she was really thinking, and if her team was smart, she should have previewed some new music at Rolling Loud Thailand. Because honestly, the longer she waits to drop, the higher the expectation is going to be. So truth be told, she the one putting the pressure on her own self for waiting so long. She's sabotaging her own goddamn self. So, I mean, girl, are you waiting on somebody, or are you really just that scared, or are you just not that passionate, or is it all the above? I mean, like, because that's what it's giving. I mean, let me know what y'all think though below. Now, the next topic that I want to get into is Latto. So Latto had another episode of her Great Value version of Queen Radio come out the other day. And apparently she ran out of celebrity guests willing to come on her show at the moment because her guest this time was her sister. So, you know, it was another interview that was basically centered around herself. And this seems to be a pattern for Latte. Okay. We saw it with Chloe. We saw it with Lola Brooke, and we're seeing it again in this interview. Latto has a hard time, apparently, talking about anyone other than her goddamn self and what the fuck she got going on. So there's a few things that I noticed when the Neighborhood Talk posted a certain clip, or no, not Neighborhood Talk. It was Gossip of the City, you know. Because the first couple of episodes just been so fucking boring. It's hard for me to just sit and just listen all the way through because she stayed cutting her guest off and talking about her goddamn self and making the topic revert back to her. I just see what gets posted now and going on about my business, baby. Do you hear me? So I noticed a few things in the clip they had posted, and the first issue that I had is, you know, she spoke on why she embraces and basically collaborates and shows love to so many new rap girls because, you know, she feels like basically no one did that to her or basically took her up under their wings. And she feels like now she owes that to the rap girls, basically. In other words, she wanted a mentor or someone to co-sign her and make it easier for her to come into this space, into this game. So take a listen.
You really want to like bring other women up
and really put them on game, because I really wish someone would put me under their wing for real, had that hospitality and really showed me like, you know what, this how it go, girl. Hit me whenever you going like through whatever you going through. Yeah, friendly energy in this game, because all the time it's like this person versus this person. Who better? Da, da, da. But it really be like we all go through the same and only we understand that we go through.
Yep.
So it's really like a sisterhood. I keep going back to sisterhood because nobody else know what it feels like to be dealing with this bullshit, trying to get a feature cleared on the back end. We the only people that understand each other's struggles in this industry. So definitely. I just be trying to do my little part and put the girls on however I can.
Let me know how you feel about it. My thing is this. Baby, why do you think anyone in this industry, or anyone at all for that matter, owes you any goddamn thing other than the people who chose to bring you into this world? Nicki Minaj nor anyone in the industry is obligated to do a goddamn thing for you. And it don't make them a hater or less than a real ass bitch because they chose not to. Bitch, look at what you turned around and ultimately did. You are a sneaky ass bitch, okay, in my most humble opinion, because who secretly records phone calls and hold on to it only to, release it for the right clout chasing moment, to put it on the internet and come for the queen of the game you came into and the person you still to this day inspired to be like. Like, bitch, you look and sound crazy. But when it comes to a bitch who put it on the, the internet that they want to fight your ass and call you out by name online, you want to pay that dust. Like, girl, shut the fuck up. And I thought you was signing, over here with Cardi B. I thought you was, singing her praises and whatnot and talking about how she put you in a WAP video and put you on that flop ass, bruised ass soundtrack and support you on and off the internet. What happened to that? Is that not a cosign? Is that not support? Is that not kind of taking you up under her wing in a way? So are you paying her dust too now? What about Trina, a legend in the female rap shit who jumped on Yo Bitch from the South remix along with Sweetie? Okay, and that was much bigger than you. So it's kind of giving ungrateful to me. So like I say, nothing comes across as genuine from Latte to me. Nothing at all. But, like I said, I also noticed throughout this interview, more so during this talking point though, she struggles to find the most basic words for the most simple ass concept. It just makes her come across as like she talking in circles to me. And it's no shade. It kind of makes it seem a little bit slow. Okay, I think she need to work on that. Now, I also found it interesting when she started talking about surgery, because she said she would be telling her sister not to get surgery, but in the same breath, bragged on her surgery and said, if you're going to do it, you need to do it right. So I just felt like it was a whole lot of contradiction and circle talking coming from Latto. But anyway, so take a listen.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A little too.
A lot of people don't even know that because you just look so good.
Because a bitch look natural.
Because she just looks so good.
Because this one thing about it, if you're going to do it right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to do it right. I did it right. For a girl who have little tweaks, yeah. I be on your case about not touching. Very much advocate for women in general. Right. Surgery, natural, whatever.
For sure.
However you want to play it, just make sure that's what you comfortable with. But I just think surgery is so popular now.
Yeah.
And I'd be lying if I said that me doing music didn't have an influence on me. Like I'm constantly in the limelight, and I was so young. Like,
yeah, exactly.
You got to think I got my first big break at 16 on the rap game.
Mm-hmm.
Then Bitch from the South, all that started heating up. I was 19.
You're very impressionable at that age.
Yeah, sure. And this coming from somebody who had all that stuff. I'm telling y'all, love yourself how you is first. If you wanna tweak, go for it. But make sure it's for you.
Make sure it's for you.
For that's the most thing I be trying to like remind you of. Don't be so gullible for the social media traps and whatever, because you're never going to be good enough for the outsider's eye.
That's true.
When I didn't have my surgery, they're like, oh, she's so bad bodied and she shaped like her white side. What the fuck do that even mean? For real, what do that even mean?
Oh my God.
And then when I got the surgery, it's, she's botched. Oh, it's too heavy. It ages her.
You can never win.
You're never going to win. So just fine.
So let me know how you feel about it below. Like I said, contradiction. And let me put it on record. Bitch, everybody knew you got surgery, girl. Okay, it looked like a BBL. There is nothing natural looking about that ass. Okay, at all. Baby, do you hear me? And it's no shade. It's not like it's trash or anything. It's not a trash BBL by any means or anything like that. But let's not lie and say it appears 100% natural. Especially after that unflattering ass photo she posted the other day. Okay, which honestly she did on purpose for this moment right here. Just so she can get up and say shit like this. See, I didn't even talk about that in my last video because I already knew it was a PR stunt. Okay, to go along with that whole Leray situation. So she can, just say that people talk about all body types, including BBL bodies. Bitch, Cardi already say this like every 2 to 3 months. So I feel like you're adding absolutely nothing new to the conversation. Okay. And if you want to talk about best BBL bodies and natural looking BBLs, in my most humble opinion, that would go to SZA. Okay. So again, it just comes across as her trying to be relatable because she already no, she ain't been coming across as the most likable or relatable. And that's, it's still that way for me. So let me know what you thought about it. And, just for the irony of it, Latto also talked about wanting marriage and kids and doing things the traditional way, despite her alleged ghost nigga being already married and having children. So take a listen.
They say you dating. What's good?
I'm single, but, I be doing my little thing or whatever. Not really, though. Not for real. I don't really be doing my thing for real. But, I be having me a little, yeah.
Your girl in love or whatever.
Oh, she's in love. So, do you want to get married? Like, do you see yourself getting married?
I do.
Me too.
I'm big into marriage and, like, you know what I'm saying? Whatever.
Yeah, for sure.
I want to do stuff like the traditional way.
Me too. We be on the same accord.
So I just want to put it out once again, how Latto real quick switch from talking about her sister's love life to talking about her own goddamn self. Like, she clearly only asked about that shit so she could make the conversation about herself and brag on this Casper ass nigga that she can't ever be seen with publicly. And I just think Latto needs to stop talking about this situation altogether, because it's going to do nothing but get that nigga deported in the long run, because all she leaving behind is receipts, in my most humble opinion. So let me know how you feel about all of this below. Now, the next topic that I want to get into is Ice Spice, because there has been an apparent scrapped or a leaked track that has surfaced its little antennas on the internet, and it's been making its round on Twitter. And the song is called Like, okay, which leaves me to believe this was meant to be the title track for her EP, which is also called Like. And bitch, after listening to all 1 minute and 20 seconds of that leaked track, I'm really upset at my girl Isis for not putting that record on an EP. The way she was flowing so smooth on that hard ass beat, so soft, but yet eating bitches up at the same time. Yes, she was eating bitches up, or should I say eating a bitch up. Let's talk about it. So real quick, here's a real quick listen. I don't want to get copyrighted, but real quick.
Not too much on me, damn. If you say that shit in private, say it publicly, When they said I wouldn't make it, that shit stuck with me. Now what's up with me? Bitches know what's up with me. Niggas know.
So let me know how you feeling. Like I said, she should have put this hoe on the EP. But, at the same time, I understand why she may have scrapped it, or, it just may have been a little bit too much to add to the conversation and to add to the, talk about a little beef potentially brewing between her and Latto. And maybe they also could have been saving this for a rainy day. You never know. But I feel like if she would have put this on the EP, bitches definitely would have, known she was like kind of coming for Latto's neck, 100%. Especially on the heels of Latto acting like she ain't know Ice Spice lyrics when she was asked, on the Grammy carpet. So they was probably like, nah. Her team was probably like, nah, we don't want to look too obvious with it. Let's just put this Princess Diana one on the EP and call it one. Keep it cute and subliminal, not too direct. But, let me tell you what I think happened. I think after all this Latto taunting of Ice Spice, okay, and making it very clear there is no question about it, I think originally they had this song on standby in case a bitch want to try it. And since your bitch want to try it, I really feel like Ice Spice and them was like, fuck it, let's just put it on now. So I don't think this was leaked at all. I mean, why leak it now? Okay, what an ironic time to quote unquote leak after Latto come out with, 3 songs in less than a month, taking clear shots at this girl. Okay, she was taking shots in the Don't Play With It remix, taking shots in the Freaky T remix, made her own diss song, would put it on the floor. I mean, to be, real, she was even taking shots on the Smoking on My Ex Pack thing. So I think the timing of this song, making its rounds on Twitter is not by coincidence or chance at all. I think this was intentional as hell, and I think it was meant for Latto to hear, to let it be known that Ice can play them type of games too, and she can be on that type of time you on too. Like she say in them lyrics, because baby, let's get into them lyrics. She say, why you trying to come for me? Your man, he a munch, he in love with me. Like, baby, what's tea, sis? Baby, what is tea? Okay? Is this another Cardi, Nicki, and Offbeat situation? Baby, let me know now. Okay? She went on to say, please, not too much on me. I be popping shit, but do it humbly. Okay? She said, why they trying to come for me? They know they can't fuck with me. Okay? She said, please, not too much on me. She said, let's talk about the facts. She said, not too much on me. If you gonna talk shit about me publicly, or do it publicly or some shit like that, she said. She was getting into it, bitch. Okay? So yeah, this is what made me kind of low key feel like she released this on purpose as a direct comeback out Latto for that whole "Put It on the Floor" record, because Latto was like, it's up, it's up, it's up. Well, if it's up, let me know. Or some shit she was saying. And on this track, Ice Spice was like, they said I wasn't gonna make it. That shit stuck with me. Now it's up with me. Niggas know what's up with me. Okay. And then she said, yesterday woke up that bitch, today the same mood. So I definitely think that this was not leaked by any means. Ain't none of her shit been being leaked. Okay. I think this was done on purpose as a direct shot back for Latto ass to purposely hear. Okay. Cause she wants shit to be put on the floor so goddamn bad, because she was coming for Ice Spice in that song, talking about it's up and her pussy like pits and smell like fish and all types of shit. Okay. All of that mashed potatoes and gravy. But I think Ice Spice, I think Ice Spice should go ahead and just put this out. Put it all out. Since we're here, might as well just go ahead and put it out. We want the rest of this, because low-key, this shit was fire. I'm not going to lie to you, okay? I don't know what it is about her. I really think it's her delivery, her tone, all of that put together. She made this shit sound smooth and bad bitch vibes as fuck, okay? And I'm here for that. She might as well just go ahead and put this out. So let me know how you feel about it below. Now, the next topic I want to get into is the queen of the rap shit, okay, of Nicki Minaj. So Swizz beat and took his big head ass up and spoke on Nicki and the Kim versus, okay, which I'm going to tell you my thoughts on that bullshit in a minute, but take a listen.
Nicki Minaj and Little Kim. We kept hearing that.
I think that
is that voted past or is it a possibility?
I can't say it here. I can't say it.
So it's still a possibility.
Yeah. I can't say it here. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but just know that if you're gonna wait this long for verses, if we're gonna have you wait this long, it's gonna definitely be
worth the time.
Right. Like if anything people know about me is like if I'm being quiet, like things are happening. Mm-hmm. Right. And so I just felt that once again that it was important for us to take a break and actually organize what we have. And
let me know what you think about it below. I think we need to have a serious conversation on the disrespect these niggas in the industry show to Foxy Brown. Foxy was a hot commodity in the 90s too, okay? She released the debut album that went platinum and sold 7 million copies. Stop fucking playing with Foxy. Her second album also debuted at #1 on Billboard, okay? So Foxy got hits and classics. Stop fucking playing with her, okay? She is Kim's real peer, not Nicki Minaj. Foxy and Kim was popping their shit at the same time, so it makes no historical sense for Nicki Minaj and Little Kim to do a versus, other than the obvious fact that Nicki Minaj would completely blow Lil' Kim to smithereens. Nicki going up there and playing her hits for weeks, she can do that. Kim can't. Okay, Nicki literally single-handedly changed the entire scape of the female rap game. As much of an icon and legend as Kim is, Nicki has been superseded Kim long ago. And I think it makes zero logical sense for them to do a versus against each other. If Nicki does a versus with anybody, it should be Drake. Drake is her peer. She's who, they can go toe-to-toe with each other. Because she definitely will rip all of these other rap girls to shreds if she ever did a versus with any of them. She shouldn't even do one with Cardi. For one, Cardi is not her peer. Okay, Nicki came out almost 10 years before Cardi B did and still has more hits and timeless records and classics than Cardi. Okay, despite y'all saying Cardi has so many hits, okay, not as many as Nicki at the end of the day. Cardi got one album and Tomorrow too. If she versed anyone, she can verse, Megan, or Doja or Latto, and even then I feel like she couldn't really go toe-to-toe with them because she still only got one album. They got like 2-3 projects. So I mean, at the end of the day, I don't want to see Nicki versing no damn Lil' Kim. Not only would she wash her like with the ring towel dry, but it would make zero historical and logical sense. Nicki gonna play itty bitty piggy and Kim gonna want to log out and go the fuck home. So let me know how you feel about it below. Now, speaking of the queen of rap, I noticed Summer Walker trending the other day because fans noticed Summer Walker posted Nicki Minaj lyrics as her latest Instagram caption the other day. And the lyrics that she used was Princess Diana lyrics, and he said, if I keep it 100, that he'll keep me safe like a banker. And fans are calling Summer out for being a flip-flopping fake-ass bitch. And the reason why they feel like Summer Walker is a flip-flopping fake-ass bitch is for a couple of reasons. The most latest reason is because when Princess Diana dropped 2 weeks ago, she took it upon herself to take to her Instagram stories and congratulate Ice Spice and Ice Spice only. And a lot of people thought that was a little bit odd and kind of weird since it's both Nicki and Ice Spice's song. Nicki is credited as a lead artist, which is why I signed a distribution deal with Nicki's label in the partnership. They were both in the video video and in the still shot that Summer had posted in the midst of her congratulating Ice Spice. So, I mean, she could do what she want to congratulate who she want, but it definitely came across a certain type of way and looked a certain type of way. Okay. So, I mean, yeah, when you only acknowledging one person when it's two people on the song, okay, especially when the reason the song even charted in the first place was because Nicki Minaj did the song, because Princess Diana been out. It was on the EP. I've been fucking with the song since January, but it has not been on Billboard this whole time until Nicki got on the record, because nothing was new about Ice Spice verse at all. Nothing was new. She didn't add anything new. It was the same verse it was in the original. So I definitely think Summer was being shady. Okay, but you know, another reason fans feel like Summer was shady and was being flip-flopping is because, for one, you know, and they feel like she shouldn't be using Nicki lyrics because allegedly she unfollowed Nicki after Nicki declined to do a collaboration. And then, you know, next thing you turn around and Summer got Cardi B on the No Love remix, which did nothing for her at the end of the day, made no noise like that, and, you know, made it known to let it be known that Cardi B was so humble and fun to work with and not rude, and how she was so thankful Cardi got on the song. And people felt like, you know, she was kind of, you know, they felt a certain type of way. They felt like she was being kind of shady because it was just on the heels of her having teased a song with Nicki that never came into fruition. So, you know, now people feel like she's trying to change her tune because, you know, at the end of the day, she got music coming out. So, you know, maybe this is a way to get Barb's on her side. I don't know. I gotta be honest though, I love Summer Walker's music. She's literally my top 3 favorite female R&B artists out right now. And if she dropped an album tomorrow, I would be the first one streaming, baby. Do you hear me? Okay. But I do think sis has been a bit shady, and I do think she is trying to low-key start a certain type of conversation and get Barb support because she does have new music coming out. And clearly Cardi fans ain't support the No Love remix like that. But if Summer got a Nicki collab, oh, the Barb's for sure gonna carry that record on the charts. They're gonna do something. They're gonna carry, okay? They're gonna buy, they're gonna stream. And I honestly would be here for it, but Summer, you know, the girl been shady. She gonna have to make amends. So I ain't gonna lie. But let me know your thoughts on it below. Now, the last topic I want to get into is UPROXX making it be known that they feel like Nicki Minaj should headline Coachella next year in 2024. And baby, I am here for that. I've been thought she should have been headlined. She definitely could pull the crowd, and she most definitely has the fan base for it. And I'm surprised she hasn't headlined Coachella before because she is most certainly a powerhouse artist. She is an A-lister. She is a world-renowned star, so she could definitely put it off. And I would most definitely be here for that. Okay, matter of fact, they mentioned in their write-up that she got enough hits to fill 2 Coachella sets with no repeats. And they also mentioned the only other artist who could possibly do that is Drake, which further speaks to him being the only one who could really qualify to do a versus battle with Nicki. But anyway, them saying that she, you know, she has enough hits to fill up 2 Coachella sets with no repeats, I think that speaks volumes to her stardom and work ethic, because what other rap bitch can you say that for? And, you know, you hoes better not say no Cardi B, okay? Cardi has hits, granted, but she does not have enough hits to fill up 2 Coachella sets with no repeats. Absolutely the fuck not. Cardi has 11 Billboard hits, okay, top 10 hits. Nicki has had 22. That's double. 42 songs in Cardi's entire career have seen Billboard, whereas Nicki has had 128 songs see Billboard, okay? More than double. Okay, since her fans love the numbers game, okay, so much. That's not to even include the songs that haven't, you know, gotten to Billboard or have charted, which further proves it would make no sense for them to do a versus. And also speaks to the fact that Cardi could not headline Coachella for 2 sets with no repeats. That being said, Nicki should have headlined Coachella, and hopefully they are taking notes and listening if they want to see some big numbers next year. I wholeheartedly believe Nicki could pull Beyonce numbers, because just like Beyonce, she has such a big ass, crazy ass, loyal ass fan base, and that is ultimately why they are the mega stars that they are to this day. So let me know your thoughts. So remember, this is my commentary, just my thoughts and opinions, okay? It's just the key. You can, you know, let me know your thoughts and opinions below, but remember to keep it cute in them comments. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Follow me on my Twitter at Southern T. That is with 2 A's at the end. I will catch y'all in the next video, baby. Do you hear me?